What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Um, it's not an ordinary video that we make, really, but welcome back. Today's video, we're gonna give our opinions of the 2021 lockout, MLB lockout, and kind of just give our opinions about what maybe could be different and all that, and also if we really think a season or the season upcoming season will be damaged at all of that, and also some big time free agent moves that happened before the lockout, and also predictions of who's still left will go. Big names, of course. We're not going through every freaking player. That would take forever. But yeah, let's get into it before we do. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts. But anyways, so the MLB locked out on December 2nd or 1st or something. But yeah, a lot of moves were made before that. But before we talk about that, the players or the MLB wants a salary floor, and the players don't. That's pretty much how it's going, right? Um, Also, the MLB they offered a universal DH in the deal or in the negotiations, but we don't know if that's. Hopefully, it's gonna happen. Begging for it, but I guess Dylan, what are your thoughts on the lockout situation? How do you think it could be fixed, and will the season be damaged? What do you think about that?
Um, well, I think I'm not sure if the season. I don't honestly. I don't know. This thing I think will go on for a while though. I think for at least until like March,
Yeah,
maybe even April.
I think a little bit of spring training will be damaged a little bit, but I don't watch spring training at all. So what do you think? What do you think the MLB can offer the Players Association to where they can be like, okay, we accept? Do you think the MLB will just be like, okay, you can have what you want, no salary floor, boring free agency, yay? Or do you think the MLB will be serious and be like, hey, we want a floor. We actually want, you know, here's what we propose. Take it or leave it, or no season, or a cut in the season.
I'm looking up some stuff right now on Manfred terms. The player set of proposals first made in May as aggressive, specifically pointing to a shortened reserve period for players before reaching free agency, 100 million reduction in revenue sharing, and cutting salary arbitration down to 2 years of service time.
Nice. Yeah. Um I mean, I think I understand why they locked out. I understand the lockout because they want to get negotiations kicked up a notch, and they want it to end as soon as possible. Obviously, I don't think the MLB they obviously didn't want to lock out, but there was obviously a reason they had to. A new
Mm-hmm.
bargaining agreement was due, and they literally, I saw, or I think you did too. I think everyone did, but there's a report that their like final negotiation before the whole lockdown was only 7 minutes, and the MLB Players Association walked out. or something like that. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Like it didn't even last that long, and yeah, that's kind of what we knew. That's when I knew it was gonna be like, yeah, we might not get an agreement till like freaking February or March, and I knew that it was serious then because I knew the PA is gonna be like they're gonna be really defensive, and yeah, I mean, I really don't know whose side to take on. I mean, I guess kind of the MLB if they kind of want a salary floor, which would be nice, meaning that teams, smaller market teams, could have an opportunity to get a big time free agent, you know.
hmm
But owners are
Uh,
like, go ahead, sorry.
I'm sorry. I found some other stuff that MLB proposed a number of concessions to address some union concerns, including an increase in the minimum salary, the elimination of draft pick compensation for all free agents, an NBA style draft lottery, an increase in the competitive balance tax threshold, and the universal designated hitter.
I mean, okay, so I don't care about the draft, and here's why. We don't see those prospects for a good maybe 2 to 5 years down the line. I'm not
hmm
heavily invested in the draft, so honestly, I could care less about the draft lottery system. Especially because my team is trying to compete for a title, not rebuild. Now, if the Brewers were
Yeah.
rebuilding, if this was like 2016, I'd be like, hell yeah, number one pick, baby, here we come. But no, we're competing, and I mean, cool draft picks, yeah, but like you can't trade them either way. Can't trade up, can't trade down, nothing. But
Uh-huh.
the MLB draft serves no purpose to me. But yeah, I like the universal DH, obviously. What else was there? I forgot.
I know there was talk at some point about the expanded playoffs as well.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Wasn't it like add like two more teams or something? I don't remember. I don't. I forgot.
Yeah, something different.
I don't know. I kind of think keep the playoffs the way it is, or if you're gonna change it, do like I would do something different. But I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean it's gonna be a long negotiation period. Is all I'm gonna say. And also, what like Carl, there's some big names that haven't signed yet. I mean, so when the lockout does end, we're still gonna have to wait, like we did with Bryce Harper and um God, who else was that same year too? I forgot. Um, Jesus Christ, who else was in that Harper free agent class to Philly that we were also waiting forever for them to sign?
Manny
Manny Machado.
Machado.
Jesus Christ, Manny Machado. I don't know why that brushed through my head. They didn't sign their deals until like 2 weeks before the goddamn season. I felt like that's the same thing that's gonna happen here, except I don't think they had to deal with the lockout. They just didn't sign. But there's still some big time free agents. Not really any in the catching department. But there's still Freddie Freeman who hasn't signed a deal yet. Anthony Rizzo, Kyle Schwarber. Um,
Carlos Correa, Trevor Story, Nicholas Castellanos, Chris Bryant,
yeah,
and Nelson Cruz and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. Jonathan VR. Um, There's still Travis Shaw. That's not really a big. Michael Conforto.
Oh yeah, Clayton Kershaw. I just remember him.
Yeah, Michael Conforto too. I mean, Andrew McCutchen. He's old as hell, but even Jorge Soler is a free agent. He was big in the playoffs for the Braves. There's still all these free agents. I mean, you can look it up online because I'm not going to name all of them, but there's still a shit ton of free agents that don't have a home yet. But the ones that do, oh boy, all of them went to fucking Texas. I was shocked when I saw Marcus Semien, a 7-year 157. But then I was like, holy shit, they signed Corey Seager also to 10 years 325. I'm like, Jesus. And then they signed, and then they get like another outfielder.
Cole Calhoun, and they signed John Gray from the Rockies.
So basically, this is kind of what the salary floor kicks in. With a salary floor, Semien goes elsewhere because I think they continue to keep Seager. They probably keep Seager over Semien, but Semien's gone.
The salary floor would be for that way. There's a minimum, so every team would be forced to spend. That's actually in hockey in the NHL. There's a salary floor where you can only go down so much, and that's it. It forces teams to spend, so it's more competitive. And MLB definitely needs that.
Yes.
Max Scherzer's making more money than the goddamn Pirates payroll, I believe. That shows how much money that Scherzer got from the Mets.
Yeah. The Pirates, I mean, fuck, they're not going to be good for another like 10 years, if not longer. Yeah, I mean, also for other free agent signings, yeah, John Gray, 4 years, 56. I think Cole Calhoun was like a 1-year deal. I think, I don't know. And then they spent almost like over $500 million on their fucking roster already. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, at least they got their middle infield for a long time.
It better be for a long time.
Even if they don't win their first year together, at least they got a nice core put together, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, also Kevin Gausman to the Blue Jays, 5 years, $110 million. Corey Kluber went to the Rays. Yeah, Max Scherzer, 3 years, $140 million. Jesus Christ, to the Mets. Marcus Stroman, 31 years old, to the rebuilding Cubs on a 3-year, $71 million. Noah Syndergaard, 1 year, $21 million to the Angels. Yeah. I mean, there's some also depth moves like Steven Matz, 4 years, $44 million to the Cardinals. James Paxton on a 1-year deal to the Red Sox. Robbie Ray to Toronto or to the Mariners on a 5-year, $115.
That was a good deal for Seattle. Gives them that potential ace now.
Yeah, Eduardo Rodriguez, 5 years, $77 with the Tigers. They also got Javier Baez on like a 6-year deal, $140 million or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris Taylor went back to the Dodgers, 4 years, $60 million. But then also there's trades that happened. Adam Frazier to the Mariners for 2 guys that I never heard of, and
Adam Frazier got traded to Seattle. That's right.
and also Hunter Renfroe to the Brewers.
Yeah, we finally made a good move. Renfroe to me is basically the Avi Garcia replacement is who I look at.
Yeah, I mean, there's other moves that happened outside trades, but now I think it's time to kind of predict where like a guy like Carlos Correa or Trevor Story will go, and Kershaw and Bryant and all these. There are a couple of players. It's kind of hard to predict. I mean, I think Freddie Freeman goes back to the Braves. I'm surprised that didn't happen
Yeah, I'll
already.
be honest. I wonder what the heck the Braves were waiting for on that one. It's like that should have been a no-brainer. And I think I heard that he doesn't even like want that much either. I thought it was like 180 or 200 million or something. It's like that's not even that expensive for a player like him.
Yeah. Carlos Correa, interesting. I don't know. Where do
I
you?
did have Detroit, but obviously they got Javier Baez there, so I'm guessing that's not happening anymore.
Probably goes
I
back
could
to Houston. I don't know.
I don't know. Houston really lowballed him unless they're actually serious about getting a huge contract. I'll probably go Yankees. Yankees are aggressive in getting a guy. I feel like Correa would be their guy, maybe.
Yeah, probably Yankees. Trevor Story. Maybe the Angels throw an offer. Maybe they just decide to throw money at another offensive player.
I know the Red Sox were interested in him at one point, and the Yankees, of course.
The Yankees interested in a player? No. In what universe are they? Um. Yeah, I mean also Kyle Schwarber, Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, the former well marquee three in Chicago. Anthony Rizzo maybe will go back to New York with the Yankees. I can also maybe see him going to the Mets, maybe, or I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have depth charts up, so I don't know who needs a first baseman.
That is hard to say because who wants to spend?
That too. Also, well, Kyle Schwarber. I really want him in Milwaukee, but that probably won't happen at all.
Yeah, I think he goes back to Boston.
Yeah, Chris Bryant. I don't know. Be cool to see him go back to San Francisco, but I think that last year was like their breakout year. But then I think this year they're gonna kind of fall off a little bit. Like they're definitely
Yeah,
gonna fall off. I don't think
for the
they.
Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that was kind of like their last dance because Buster Posey actually retired.
I was shocked as hell because I'm like, why? But whatever. More power to him. Yeah, I think that's like basically the remaining big time free agents. I don't know. I just kind of want to get some things off my chest. I think the lockout is gonna last a long time. Probably won't get an agreement until like mid February, early March, if not like you said, April, and put a little bit of a dent in the season, like opening day and all that will be pushed back. Maybe I don't know. But also, hell, you never know. Maybe if there's a good enough negotiation tomorrow that it'll be a done. But that's not gonna happen. They have a long ass time.
There are
Um,
no to get it done.
yeah, I think I really want that salary floor though. That'd be really nice to have. But who knows? The players are greedy. Owners are greedy. Owners are like
Both sides are very greedy.
money.
You know, baseball definitely needs some sort of salary, though, without doubt. at least a salary floor. I want a salary cap, but I know that's probably never happening. So at least get a salary floor. I don't
Yes.
know. Or if they did add a salary cap, maybe they could make it a lot of money, like maybe like 300 plus million or something. I don't know. That'd still give teams plenty of money to play around with and give players money. Because
Uh,
I don't know any team that spent over 300 million on a payroll a season.
I was gonna say if it's a 300 million salary cap, you'd have to wait like you'd have to wait like 20 years until all these big ass contracts expire.
Yeah, just because they signed for 400 million doesn't mean they get that in one season. That's just branched off into 10 years or whatever.
Well, that's true too, but
Seager's actual salary here is like 30 or 40 million or whatever, which is still a lot, but but he'll get his 300 million. It's just gonna be stretched out.
true, yeah. I don't know. I want that universal DH. I can give a rat's ass about the draft. It's not exciting like the NBA and NFL.
Yeah,
Cause hell, first round picks don't even make it to the fucking majors. Most of them don't. So it's like, who cares, you know? A 10th
yeah,
round pick can make it, but a first round pick won't. So it's like, okay, cool.
yeah. It's a crapshoot in MLB, especially. I mean, it can be like that for all sports, of course, but especially in baseball.
Well, at least in the NBA and NFL, they're actually playing like at the highest level. In the MLB, you're in the minors. You're not in the majors. You know, like they don't immediately go up to the majors. In the NBA, sure, like the second round picks are sent to the G League, but the first round picks are mainly on like big league
on
deals.
Yeah, rookies in the first round in the NBA or and NFL are on the roster.
Yeah, while MLB, everyone is in the minors immediately with no ifs, ands, or buts. You're gonna like you have to prove yourself, which I mean I guess is all right, but like
It
it,
just sucks that player doesn't pan out like the Brewers have had in the past
yeah,
with like
right,
Corey Ray.
yeah, you're right, yeah. That's why I have no interest in the draft. I mean, if I was like a team like the Orioles, this is my fucking day for like this is the day I put on the calendar because it's who could we ruin next? But I think yeah, this video's dragged on for way too damn long. 23 minutes. Okay. Well, if you're miraculously here, leave a like and subscribe for more. Comment down if we're right or if you think what you think should happen. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.